What's up YouTube, Cherie here, and I am back with my 2018 Beauty Favorites video. I know we're already 2 weeks into 2019, but I figured I'd still try to get this video up to share the products that I loved during the year of 2018. Now, quickly, I just want to say, the products that I am showcasing in this video aren't necessarily products that were released in 2018. These could have been products that were released in 2017, and I don't always run to grab items off the shelf, but they're items that I did purchase last year. I used a majority of the year, and I love them, so I want to share them with you. With step number one, minus skincare. We're not doing skincare, but step number one, we're going to start with the primer that I use. So, for priming my skin, I actually have, darn, I forgot one. I have two primers here. I'm filming my daughter's room. I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to run downstairs get the other primer, but I will list it in the information below. So, the first primer I like is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. And I like using this primer during the cooler months, so fall and winter. This is a primer that I prefer because my skin becomes very dry throughout the winter. It's actually been, skin's going through some things. Like 2018 was rough. So my skin went through some things due to just medical treatment and prescriptions that I was on. My skin took a beating. Like, I'm normally just oily year round, and I might get slightly more on the normal end during the winter. So not quite dry, but normal. But not this winter. This winter, my skin is very dry. So I use this one during the winter, and then during the summer, the really warm months, I use my NARS Smooth and Protect Primer, which I think it has like SPF 50 in it. That's the one I forgot downstairs, but I will link it in the description box below. That primer is great during the summer. It kind of helps keep the oil under control when I'm putting on a full face of makeup, which truthfully during the summer, I'm not. We spend a lot of time, the kids and I spend a lot of time going to the pool and to the playground, things outside, and I don't necessarily feel like putting on a full face of makeup for that. Moving on from primer, we'll go to my concealer that I'm loving this year. Next, we're going to take a look at the concealer I'm loving right now, which is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Like I stated in the video, this isn't a new product. This product was released a few years back. I've been using it for several years. I love it. I haven't found any any concealer that I would want to replace it with. I have other concealers downstairs, but really, like, I have Shape Tape, but I only really use that concealer when I'm just being completely extra, when I'm over the top. But when it comes to natural, everyday makeup, this is the concealer that I use. Next, we're going to go to foundation. So as far as foundations, I have 3 that I'm going to show you that I'm loving. One is for summer, one is for winter and fall, and the other is for summer as well, when I'm just running errands or outside with the kids. So the first one is and it's so icky, I'm sorry, is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. It's that day. It's that day. All right, let's try that again. The first foundation here is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. You can focus in there. I'm sorry, it's icky. It actually leaked a little bit. And my 1-year-old likes to play with it. This is the foundation that I use during the cooler months. So fall and winter, I go to this one because my skin is a little drier, so it can kind of handle, I feel like, the extra moisture that you get with this foundation. The next foundation I use typically during the summer when I want a full face of makeup. And it's the NARS Natural Radiant Long Wear Foundation. And this was released, I think this was released this year, or 2017. I think it was released this year, I'm not sure. But, can you tell I'm a NARS fan? But This foundation I use during the summer because, like I said, I'm oily, especially through the T-zone. So this foundation kind of keeps everything in place and it doesn't run down my face. So I love it. I just love NARS in general. It's not really a foundation, but I use it during the summer when I want a makeup but no makeup look, if that makes any sense. If I'm running with the kids and I want to look somewhat together and not a cast member of The Walking Dead, I use the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue, which is a tinted moisturizer. It's a gel base, SPF 30. It is great if you have oily skin because it's a gel base. So I really like, I think I'm on my second container of this stuff. This is great. I actually use it during the winter too, to be honest. If I don't feel like putting on foundation, I love this stuff. I will always, unless something else is released, this will always be in my beauty drawer. Next, moving on from foundation, we're going to take a look at setting powders. So as far as setting concealer under my eye, this year I discovered the Makeup Forever Super Matte Loose Powder. You can see that. Sorry about the glare. But I love this stuff. It actually, this is the only one I've had all year, but it lasts a long time because I only use this one under my eyes. So you don't have to go out. This isn't a product, sorry, it's stuck on the sides, that you have to go out and buy every other month. It will last a long time if you're only using it under the eyes to set your concealer. For the rest of my face, I use my Makeup Forever Pro Finish Compact here. And I use this year round. So whether it's over foundation or just the tinted moisturizer. I've even used it just alone. If I've run out and I don't have anything on, but I'm a little shiny, I find this is nice to use without any foundation or anything underneath. Kind of bring down the shine. It's great. I use it to kind of help smooth and blend everything once I'm done with my makeup. So I'll put my bronzer on first and then I actually go through with the powder and kind of blend everything together. Next, since we're talking about bronzer, we'll just move into that. The first product here, I actually purchased a couple years ago. I think I purchased it in 2017, actually. I didn't use it a whole lot because I didn't really know how to use it. For some reason, I had in my mind that I could just throw this on my face and go, but it doesn't quite work that way. This is the Chanel, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, Soleil Tan de Chanel bronzer primer. And I was trying to use it as the actual bronzer, but I wasn't really getting a color payoff and I was frustrated. I saw so many great reviews, so I didn't understand what the problem was, but I got it together now. I actually will apply this after I apply my foundation, and then I apply my powdered bronzer on top of it, and it really, to me, just makes your bronzer pop even more. It stands out even more, and once I figured out how to use it, I absolutely fell in love with it. So it's a great buy. Don't be intimidated by it because as far as the shades go, I think it's either just this one or one other one that's lighter. I want to say it's just this one. So when you see it, you're like, well, they didn't make this obviously for me because it's meant for someone that's lighter. Not necessarily the case. It is a primer. So I feel like, I think you could use it, pretty deep skin tones could use it as well to prime their powdered bronzer. So if you haven't, go buy a Chanel counter, see if you can get a sample of it, try it out. I really enjoy it. So after I put that primer on, I go over it with the current bronzer favorite. I swear it changes every year, and I literally just broke the compact. Good job. I am struggling with this video today. So seriously, I just broke my compact. But it is the NARS bronzer in Casino. I've had Laguna for years, but I think Casino looks a lot better on my complexion. It's not really too much I can say about it. It's the perfect bronzer. It's not too orange. I feel like it gives you a very natural bronze look, especially with using the Chanel primer. You don't come out looking like a Oompa Loompa or the president. It's petty. But it's just the right natural glow. Moving on from bronzer, I'm going to show you the contour palette that I've been using for years now, and I haven't found one that works for me. I mean, there are others that I've purchased, but this is still the one I go to. I like to travel with this one, and it is the NARS contour palette. And I think it was like Paloma or something like that. It's kind of faded in the back. I think that's what it was. But you can see, obviously, I've hit pan on it. This is what I use to contour with most days when I go through the whole contouring process. Like I said, I've had it for years. I haven't come across anything that makes me want to toss it. Okay, this video is unreal. The struggle is real today. But I fixed it. My memory card was full, so I had to delete some old videos off the card in order to finish this video. I'm so sorry. Hopefully I can edit all this mess out. But moving on, so we just finished looking at the contour palette, my NARS contour palette that I'm loving right now, and we're moving on to the blush that I'm loving right now, and it is by Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Radiant Blush Kit. So I've used this kit here, this little palette, this year for blush. I think it pretty much covers every season of the year. I don't do a lot of deep plum colors, so this is perfect for me. It's great to travel with because you have 4 different options, so you're not trying to carry 4 different compacts around. I love the kit. Can't say enough about it. It's not packed with glitter, which is a problem that I have sometimes with this brand, especially with some of their the highlighters. Sometimes I feel like in some of their blush is packed too hardcore with glitter. This is perfect. So I recommend this kit for year-round use if you just don't want to have a ton of blush compacts in your beauty drawer, or you don't have to travel with a ton of them. This will get the job done. Moving on to highlighters. So my favorite highlighter this year, which I actually purchased this 2017, but it's still #1 for me, is by Fenty Beauty. Are we really shocked though? I mean, Fenty Beauty is pretty bomb. I hope you can see that. And it is the compact containing Mean Money. So this one's Mean Money on this side and Hustler Baby on the other side. And what I actually like to do is layer the highlight. So I actually go in first with Mean Money. And if I really just want to go over the top with the highlight, I'll add Hustler Baby. If I'm looking for a natural, simple highlight, then I'll just use Mean Money alone. But like I said, I purchased this in 2017. I still love it. So it's going to 2019 with me as still a favorite. We'll go to brows next. So for brows this year, I discovered the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I think you saw it in my last video, haul video. Oh my gosh, I've been using Anastasia Beverly Hills eye pencil for years now. I still have it downstairs, so I didn't completely walk away from it, but I'm really loving this one right now. I think I'm on my 3rd pencil, and I actually discovered it kind of later in the year, but I absolutely love this pencil for filling in my brows. Like I said, I still like my Anastasia pencil, but this is currently the one that I reach for the most. Next, looking into eyeshadow palettes. So when it comes to eyeshadow palettes, I buy them because of YouTube. I see a ton of videos and looks at some of these palettes that are released, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it. But in real life, I don't wear eyeshadow often. I put on a very light shadow for this video. I'm not even sure if you can see it, but I really don't wear eyeshadow that often. If I do, it's just one color that I might throw in the crease to kind of add dimension. But outside of that, I don't go crazy with eyeshadow palettes. I don't play with a lot of color, and it might be why I really like this palette. It was in my last video. It is the Huda Beauty New Nude Palette. So like I said, I know this was released later in the year, last year, but I don't wear a lot of eyeshadow. So when I did pick it up and I started to use it, ever since I purchased this palette, it's my go-to palette if I travel somewhere and I'm not sure if I'm going to dress up and need eyeshadow. This is a palette that's rolling with me right now. I love the soft colors. The pigment is nice. I actually use this palette for my New Year's Eve look because you have the glitter, the shades with glitter and kind of metallic look to it. But I really just love the soft nude colors, pinky nude colors. So this is currently a favorite. I have a feeling it's going to be a favorite, especially throughout spring and summer. But if anything changes, I will let you know. Oh, and did I mention it's super easy to blend? Like, there's something about the texture, the consistency of the powders. They're just so smooth and creamy and just super easy to blend. That's why I love it. Moving on to our last few products here. As far as mascara goes, this duo here has been a favorite for years now. It is the Chanel Le Volume de Chanel mascara, and I use it with their the Chanel mascara primer, which this is the only mascara primer they have. These two can take you from absolutely bald to feel like as far as my lashes go, I don't have a lot. Especially over the past year, like I mentioned earlier, due to medical treatment, my lashes that I had just kind of dwindled away, but they're back now. And this duo here kind of helps me fake the volume and the length that I'm hoping to gain back over the next couple of months. But still, I'm not one that has long lashes naturally, and this really, it's a game changer. You purchase this, I mean, if you're a lash girl, you're a lash girl. But if you want to have that full look without having to fight with putting lashes on, this is the way to go. I can't say enough. I love it. This is years now, 4 years now, I've been using this duo. I haven't come across anything that I would replace it with 100%. Now, Too Faced, I think it's Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara comes real close. I love that mascara. I always have a backup of that mascara as well. But as far as the #1 seat, this duo here. We're almost done. All right, when it comes to lips, it was hard to kind of just pick a couple because I am constantly buying liquid lipsticks, lip gloss. I love lipstick. Anything lip related, I love it. But I really had to think back to which ones I grabbed the most. And then it wasn't so much a particular color as it was a brand and their formula that I'm just loving. And you can't be shocked that it's NARS. I think I actually have 5 of their liquid lipsticks, but these are the colors that I grab the most, which is Star Woman and Get It On. Love these 2 colors. One is a nude color. Let's see if I can swatch it for you. And the other is a red that I've purchased twice already. It was in my haul video last month, but I originally found this one towards the end of 2017. So we have Star Woman, the red, and Get It On up here, this pretty nude color. And with Get It On, I love to kind of layer it with chocolates and other nude colors to get just a perfect combination sometimes. Star Woman, to me, is a year-round. It's a warm red, year-round red. You cannot go wrong with a red lip. Absolutely love this brand. This formula as far as liquid lipsticks is a fave. But coming in real close is the color I'm wearing today, which is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And it is the color Catherine. I actually really like, and I'll swatch it too, the consistency, the formula in Anastasia's liquid lipsticks as well. I have several. And so that's Catherine down there. Super pretty. I'm wearing it today. So extra. Yeah, it feels great going on. It doesn't, well, NARS can kind of dry you out a little bit. It's not terrible. I've had some that are just awful. But Anastasia, your lips, it doesn't dry for me. It doesn't dry my lips. They feel nice and moisturized, even though it's kind of a long-lasting mattifying lip gloss. It just doesn't dry you out. So you can't go wrong with either one of these brands. You just can't. And last but not least, the setting spray that I'm enjoying right now is especially this time of year, is the Luminous Dewy Skin Mist by Tatcha. So, you know why? Like I said, I'm dry this time of year, and it feels really good on the skin. I recently, I purchased it. I purchased this. Not sure when exactly I purchased it, but it's not the one that I've been using all year. The one I've been using all year, especially during the summer, I'm trying to think of the name of it. I forgot it downstairs. It's like Claudel. I'll link it below. But the other setting spray I forgot downstairs is one that I use during the spring and summer. I actually keep it in my diaper bag because when I'm out with the kids at the pool or the theme park, or the zoo, wherever we are, and my skin just gets hot and itchy just from being out in the heat, I actually pull that spray out quite often to just kind of cool off. So I will link it. I'll list everything below, and I will link that setting spray below, but that is the one that I prefer to wear during the warmer months. And it's one that I keep in my diaper bag, and it's one that I use even when I'm not wearing makeup, just to kind of cool my skin. And yeah, that's it. I made this video. This video has been so challenging for me with all the technical issues I'm having here. I'll try to edit as much as possible the little technical issues that I was coming across. I'll try to edit out the video so you don't have to see all that and truly know how challenging this has been. But I'm so glad that I was able to share these products with you. Thank you for taking your time out to watch this long video. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the support. I appreciate all my new subscribers. I appreciate the likes. Please comment below if you want to see more videos like this, more beauty videos. If you want to see more of my kind of day in life as a mom of 4, please comment below. I'm going to try to get some of those videos mixed in as well. But yeah, until next time, thanks YouTube. Bye.